tried those particular petty tricks. You know, it happens all the time.
Some sort of a regime change. So this is nothing to do with protests. This is nothing to do with freedom of expression. It was an unconstitutional attempt to change the regime of this republic. And this is therefore, yesterday what the police did to foil was they were able to foil an attempted coup. Our security agencies exercised remarkable restraint.
Did I hear that right? Attempted what? Attempted coup. By who? Peaceful protesters. Oh my God, this is serious. I didn't know that there is that particular day that will come whereby serious non-criminal organizations are going to be called coup protests. There was an attempted coup. Did you know what a coup means? You know, sometimes to be a little more bit educated, it's quite good. If we have educated Kipchumba Murkomen, you can be able to differentiate between a coup and something that is not so close to a coup. Yesterday it was just normal demonstrations. Nothing serious. There was nothing treasonous there. No one planned about a coup. In fact, if it was a planned coup, let us begin from there. Why did no one attempt to get into State House? Because you keep on saying that it was an attempted coup. Oh, this particular Gen Z are criminals. Continue criminalizing us. Continue criminating us. But when we know that the criminals who killed Albert Ojwang are still free, no one cares about that. But you are yet here to tell us about how yesterday it was a treasonous attempt, a coup attempt.
Amid extreme provocation, I want to say this to the brave officers injured while protecting Kenyans' property, key installations, including parliament, judiciary, and state house against rioters and no doubt hired thugs. We feel your pain and sacrifice that embody the truest expression of patriotism. It is now urgent for us as a nation. I just wanted to say before I read my last paragraph that I know no church member, and I repeat, there will be no bishop, neither Catholic nor Anglican or any other church leader who will come public to defend the police. I know that for sure. Nobody will speak about how the police...
How can we defend people who are just killing the young people? Mr. CS, I don't think you have brains right now. When you are speaking about this particular matter, you seem to be having brains with that particular nice suit of yours, but I don't think. How can we come out to defend police who are killing young people? I fail to understand that. You know, for other things we can understand. But for us to understand how it is right for police to kill innocent people. Innocent people. Just shooting. Yesterday you shot more than 16 civilians. Not goons, but civilians. I have watched another clip which is a little more bit graphic, whereby I witnessed police officers side by side with the goons. In fact, I can generally say that police escorted goons to go and steal from those particular shopping centers, whatever you want to call it. Police escorted them freely, without being forced, without being... Oh my God. You can't believe that this is happening right here in Kenya. And then you hear a speech from the CS. Then you'll be like, oh my God, what is he saying? Does he have a clue about what is happening in the country?
Those were attacked, injured,
oh my God,
and suffered immense pain as a result of the various. Nobody will do so. I also know that no diplomat will come to public to defend our police, because it is not in their interest for Kenya to be a safe nation and to be a prospering country with full democracy, all those people would prefer anarchy, chaos, at the expense of peace. And since there is no one who is going to defend our police officers, I want to speak authoritatively here. I thank you, our police officer, for a job well done against the extreme provocation.
Have you heard about that? CS Kipchumba Murkomen just congratulating the police officers for killing innocent people on the street. What is wrong with this particular government? Because I don't understand this. It's so even hectic to understand them. They all laugh. I think they belong to a certain black cultic group which uses the blood of the innocent for sacrifice and gaining marriage. Because how can you explain that a whole CS coming out defending the police who did the animosity yesterday, who did all brutal kind of tricks in town, and then he's just like, I congratulate you all police officers for doing that to the innocent civilians. So a whole CS congratulating police officers for killing people. What is that? Can you have even manners? Shame on you, Kipchumba. Shame on
And some police stations were attacked by thugs. And their mission was just to get the guns and police uniform. And I can see some of these boys on TikTok. They are wearing police uniform, calling themselves sergeants, and that they have taken over power. Make no mistake, we will come for you, and we will come hard. It doesn't matter the noisemakers, doesn't matter those who are calling us names. I will defend the police officers, or all the police officers who did a very good job yesterday. You have my full support, 100%. Even if you need a lawyer or you need anything, you have my back, and you have the back of this ministry, and I have your back actually, and I have your.
This guy is full of nonsense.
Back, and the ministry has your back, and the government has your back. If you are a police officer and you are being threatened with some character saying that you committed any excesses, there is no police officer who committed any excess yesterday. Police officers foiled a coup, and they deserve our defense. They don't carry guns as toys. When you threaten a police officer, you want to kill them. When you target an armory in a police station, when you steal guns, when you ban guns, when you ban a police station, you want us to celebrate you and bring you a birthday cake. We must be serious as a country. And as long as I have this responsibility, a policy responsibility of speaking on behalf of our police officers, we must defend them, because it is now clear the coup plotters are not sleeping. And while they were going around campaigning against policemen for the last 3 weeks, their campaign was not a genuine campaign for the reform of police officers. They wanted to sufficiently scare us and scare the police officers so that they can have a free passage to commit the crimes that we saw yesterday. If it was not for the police officers, we would not be having this country today. We would not be sitting here to make statements. And therefore, our police officers have my full support, and I will defend them against all the orchestrated attacks that want to paint police officers as if they are lesser human beings and not daughters and sons of this republic.
They are not human beings. We can generally agree that, because I don't see any reason a whole police officer that you claim to have all the common sense goes out and attacks innocent civilians. I don't understand. It's so even hectic to understand that. So Mr. CS, go out and tell us something that we wanna hear. But hearing that from you, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Therefore, it is urgent as a nation to put in place a legal framework that operationalizes Article 37 of the Constitution to ensure that demonstrations are carried out in an orderly manner. This
Which
entails
notary?
providing sufficient information on the planners, purpose, day, time, and demonstrations routes, among other details, to enable the police to provide adequate security and to ensure that the demonstrations are not happening in areas that will inconvenience other Kenyans who do not want to take part, including traders and other business people.
Do you know what the law of Kenya dictates? Mr. CS, I think you are so clueless on these particular matters, yet you are a lawyer. You are just a lawyer, but who doesn't understand anything by what is happening? Because look at it in this particular manner. The work, definitely, the work of a CS is very, very simple. Just to go out there and see and say what is supposed to be done, but in the right manner. But as a lawyer, hapa ndipo mulichanganywa. Skiza.
We urge all citizens to reject and denounce violence. We must deny criminals the chance to exploit legitimate grievances. We welcome dialogue with all stakeholders, including the youth, grassroots voices, traders and business leaders, civil society, and other religious groups to address systemic issues that affect Kenya. Kenya's strength lies in our unity. To those who...
In fact, let me tell you, these particular police officers need just to be informed tomorrow there's going to be demonstration. From that, like, they are not telling them that we'll be passing on this particular route. You should not tell them that. You should tell them tomorrow we are going for demonstration, even if you are not going to attend. It's good to inform them, for them to come out and give you security. But right now, we are witnessing another type of police force that is protecting the goons more than it is protecting us. You should protect us, not protect the goons. That's where it becomes hectic.
seek chaos. Our resolve to protect our motherland is unbreakable. To peaceful citizens, the government stands with you. I thank you. Thank you very much.
Go away. You cannot tell us.
You introduce yourself, your name, and the station. Let me move 1, 2, and the third. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Proceed.
Let us hear that particular question. It is not audible. I know. This is crazy.
We love to share our cultures, and the one thing that unites us all.
Give jurisdiction until after Tuesday.
Tuesday is the day.
Next order. Order number 10, motion. Condemnation of acts of lawlessness, destruction, and vandalism on public and private properties and infrastructure during the June 25th demonstration.
Listen to this particular Kimani Mashungwa.
But we must have a way to mourn and memorize those that we have lost. We do not need to lose more lives to memorize those that we lost last year. We do not need to. Honorable Speaker, the other thing this motion is asking us to do as a House is to call upon the Inspector General of Police and the DCI, the Director of Criminals.
The Director of Criminals. Don't say investigation, just say criminals. Because I think he is that another criminal. Because
investigations to immediately and expeditiously investigate the act of lawlessness and bring to justice those found culpable, including, Honorable Speaker, current and former politicians who are involved in the planning.
So you want to tell us that yesterday, all the demonstrations that happened worldwide,
mobilization, financing,
they were supported and they were just orchestrated by former political, what do you call it? Hooligans.
an incitement of mobs and goons and criminals, Honorable Speaker. That for me is cardinal, Honorable Speaker.
Cardinal?
June 2024, 25th of June 2024, with the unfortunate incidents that happened, Honorable Speaker, we let it pass. If you can protect me from the member for Narok County and the member for Elgeyo Marakwet.
The first one has to be Kimani Ichung'wah. You need a slap. Because, hey, I don't think that Kimani Ichung'wah has anything good for the country. Nothing.
Honorable Speaker was saying June 2024, we let it pass.
You let it pass with who? Who did you let it pass with? I want to know. Repeat that.
The member for Elgeyo Marakwet. Honorable Speaker was saying June 2024, we let it pass. And 2 sitting members of this house who are being investigated by...
Who are being investigated by who? Can you finish that? Why is our internet buffering?
Director of Criminal Investigations rushed to court, obtained orders to stop the arrest.
Oh my God! What's happening? I'm really exhausted for today, but we are going to continue with the live stream.
Following information that the DCI had that they were involved in the mobilization of guns that looted from the people of Mount Kenya in Nairobi, including the burning down and death of Kenyans at the...
At what? Sagana? Why is our internet buffering? What is wrong with the internet? But you wanna know what? Wanna continue? We are not going to end this live stream like the other.
Been building somewhere along Kimathi Street, Honorable Speaker.
We are not.
They continue to be protected by the judiciary, Honorable Speaker, through that court order. Court orders using anticipatory bills cannot be into perpetuity, Honorable Speaker, because we are breeding impunity through these conservatory
orders, fake narratives from these particular leaders. Let me see this. Because our internet today, I don't know the problem is. Why is the problem? Because it's buffering so much that we cannot be able to concentrate at one point, but we are going to continue. This is not going to stop here. Kimani Ichung'wah, no matter how you try to tetea your serikali is full of shit. I keep on saying that because I don't believe that you advocate for good governance, because you are one type of a bad representative.
And preemptive orders, Honorable Speaker.
The reason that I'm saying that Kimani Ichung'wah is not a good reader, I can quote him one particular moment last year when he said that people used to abduct themselves, and it came to my attention. You want to tell me that people abduct themselves? Then that was not so crazy as last week part 2, when we had someone in a police cell who was handcuffed, hit himself on the head and the forehead until he died. Little did we know that even the CCTV in those particular police cells that have been deleted, no one is following that particular case because IPOA kept on pushing us for a certain narrative. IPOA kept on pushing the blame to the OCS of that particular station. But it didn't try to push the investigation further to see who commanded the OCS to do this and this and this. Why did they fail to learn the whole investigation at that particular moment? Because they definitely knew that there was something being cooked. There was something that was not right. There was something out there that they had planned that was going to turn evil for us. Look at us right now. So Kimani Ichung'wah, you and your fellow associates, I understand you when you come out and just start to say that, oh my God, people abduct themselves. People organize for this particular kind of calamities, demonstrations happening in the street. I understand you. I get you. I get your language. I also get the language that the CS who has the responsibility of taking care of the internal security, that is CS Kipchumba Murkomen. I understand him so far because he has come out and congratulated the goons. And I'm like, okay, so this is the country that you want to run in this particular manner. But let me remind you this. It's so simple, my guys, so simple. Look at it in this particular manner. Right now, they wanna spread all the propaganda they wanna spread. But when the day of casting that particular vote into the ballot, that particular moment is going to be fire. Because no single vote, and I repeat, no single vote will be taken away from us. No any single vote will be taken away from us as the Kenyans. Because we will protect each and every particular vote meticulously and make sure this particular bad governance goes home forever. And immediately, we want to believe that the next candidate that will come after this particular president, we believe that he will be a very good candidate. He will be a better person. He will give us what we want. And what we definitely want is good governance. Nothing else. If it is money, we can find money for ourselves. You know, we keep on saying that Kenyans, we are so hardworking. And that's true. That's right. We are truly hardworking. But when we allow this kind of politicians to keep on bothering us, I don't see any place that we be going. I keep on giving a certain narrative that will change this particular country forever. When you are given the opportunity, when you are given that particular task in the public office, can you be able to work like you'll never work again? If you can be able to do that, to streamline the whole docket where you are being given the responsibility, if you can be able to take over from that, I believe and I keep on believing that this particular country will rise again. It will be greater. People keep on saying about former presidents being great. But let me tell you, do you know the future presidents of Kenya? They are going to shape this particular country for good. I believe we have the potential to do that. And that particular potential just lies from you people. If you can take that particular little responsibility, take the voter's card for those particular people who have not registered for voting in 2027, kindly go out and do that. Because this is going to help us when it comes to 2027. We don't wanna be like stranded. We don't wanna be like, failed people. No. We wanna make sure this particular country works. This is how I believe this country can work. People keep on saying there are no jobs. Yes, there is no job. We definitely know that. But you know what? Projects, government projects gives out works and a lot of jobs. For example, I know a lot of roads are not tarmacked. We need some railway networks in between. But like, look at this particular highway. When you are coming from Nairobi, going down to Nakuru, going down to Eldoret, Kisumu, that particular road is so slim. If that particular road can be made like they make another 4 or Even let us assume they add another 3 roads for that particular route. I know that can open a lot of jobs, opportunities, and saves time. If they can be able even to build railway. For you to connect a train from Nairobi, Nakuru, the modern, it goes to Nyeri, it goes to other particular beautiful places. You're going to create job because there is going to be a lot of people will be working on those particular roads. A lot of food vendors. There's going to be a lot of money circulating. Will you be able to pay tax? The light tax. I look at this particular guy who calls himself the president of Kenya, and I keep on wondering, what is he saying? Because I fail to understand. You don't need to increase tax. What you wanna do is bring developments and force people to pay tax freely. You know how you can be able to do that? If you can be able to put good measures in terms of health, I will be able to pay my health insurance fund. Not like this particular chief or SHA. The SHA chief is not working. They have not invested very well in their platform, in that particular thing. They have not well organized. They have not organized well in that particular SHA chief thing. If you can be able to sponsor and make education free, you pay it through our taxes. We can be able to pay for water, we can be able to pay for gas, and we can be able to pay for sewage and all these particular rubbishes and water. Did I say water? And health insurance fund. From those particular taxes, we are going to be making and make it through government. We are going to add and increase wealth in this particular country. I think from that particular point or from that particular angle, I don't think there will be people who will be struggling again. But because this particular kind of a government keep on pretending how they are so clever and creative, I don't know. We have a government that likes pretending so much. On this particular day, they want to pretend to be like this. Mzee Zakayo. Oh my God. Let us listen to this particular idiot.
The same characters, Honorable Speaker, are involved in the mobilization, financing, and looting that you saw yesterday, Honorable Speaker.
Who?
Their chief financier and key mobilizer, Honorable Speaker, yesterday.
Let me assume this. Whatever Kimani Ichung'wah is trying to say that he knows the person who mobilized the criminals yesterday.
We lost a court in Kikuyu. The Kikuyu.
And because Mr. Kimani Ichung'wah, you definitely know who was looting for all these particular things. You definitely know the person who was responsible for whatever was happening yesterday. Go to the police, write a statement, give them evidence. Because even us, we want to know who looted, who burned those particular stores, be it supermarket, who did that and that and that and that. We want to know. But we can definitely not know about it if you don't want to open up. Just open up and tell us what was happening, my guy.
Courts were all raised down and everything looted, including the destruction of court records, including titles deposited in those courts.
Titles deposited in those particular courts. If you can remember, from that particular part of the live stream that we ended, I just came out and said this. I don't think any Gen Z can go out and attack a court. Courty. Hey, money guys. hata kaa ni kuwa mjinga, hatujawahi kuwa wajinga kiasi hicho. Someone can go out and attack a court. A Gen Z. What problem has we have with the court? Because I have just heard from Kimani Ichung'wah saying that a lot of title deeds were burned down. So you wanna tell what is happening? What were they planning? They wanna steal land. That was a hidden agenda. You didn't know about that, but I'm going to expose it right now. The people who burned the court yesterday in the Gen Z demonstrations, they were not Gen Z, they were not millennials. They were goons paid by the state to destroy title deeds so that they can create a platform or a place whereby they can be land grabbing. You know, land in Africa is so smart. So someone wanted to grab a land. That's the thing. You hear?
Securities of people deposited in those courts and criminal records, Honorable Speaker. This acts as the first part of this motion says, these are not just acts that happen. They are deliberate. They are mobilized. They are being financed by somebody or a group of people who, Honorable Speaker.
Why say a group of people? Have you evidence? Do you have that particular evidence to say that it was a group of people? Kimani Ichung'wah, there's something that you don't want to tell us. You are part and parcel of what was happening yesterday. You don't want to tell us that? I'm not quite sure about that, but I know you have something to do with it. You have something, Kimani Ichung'wah, you have something to do with it. You know, stop pretending. Stop pretending like you don't know what was happening yesterday. Were you the one who paid those particular goons? Because it seems like you know a lot of what is happening. You know, I'm not even surprised to hear this from Kimani Ichung'wah. I'm not even surprised, my guys. This is crazy.
Then rush to court to get protection. Allow me, Honorable Speaker, to speak to the judiciary today. And you know, there is that saying that say when they went for the Gentiles, I kept quiet because I was not a Gentile. When they went for who, I kept quiet because I was not who. When they came for me, there was nobody left to speak for me. The impunity we started breeding last year, Honorable Speaker, is what is destroying this country today. And destroying the fabric of the country that we call Kenya.
Impunity.
Honorable Speaker, it's not just the law courts that were destroyed in Kikuyu. The DCC's office was also raised down. I've said the law courts, the sub-county, the county offices, including graders and machinery of the county government of Kiambu that help our people to do their roads, and county records, including our own property records in those offices, Honorable Speaker.
Why Kikuyu, to be specific? Kikuyu constituency is where this particular Kimani Ichung'wah is a member of parliament. And I believe majority of people in Kikuyu constituency are angry with their guy. They are like, oh my God, we cannot continue in this particular manner. We are going to come for you. Kimani Ichung'wah, no matter where you hide, no matter what you wear, no matter where you belong to or where you keep on, harassing people from. But the thing is, they are going to come for you. And 2027, I believe you are going home straight.
The people doing this, Honorable Speaker, and that is my greatest concern, and that's why I alluded to what we are calling upon the DCI and IG to do, is that people are being ferried from Limuru and Dagoretti into Kikuyu and some as far as Kiambaa and Juja to come and...
So, Kimani Ichung'wah, instead of saying this in parliament, just go out there. It's very, very simple, Kimani Ichung'wah. Go out there Meet them in the court. Go and report to DCI, to CID, whatever it is. Go and report there. Give out the evidence, because it seems like, people are being ferried from Juja. So if you know that people are being ferried from Juja, it means that you have evidence. And if you don't have evidence, there's no need of you talking in that particular manner. I don't think. Kimani Ichung'wah, please, man up. You don't need to keep on doing this.
Visit the wanton destruction that you saw yesterday. Honorable Speaker, I am growing old, but I am not older than my father.
And foolish.
My father is 105 years old, with a wife who is 85 years old. My mother, Mary Mombi, and they have worked hard to bring us up and to raise businesses that have supported our family. Yesterday, Honorable Speaker, there was an attempt to kill my 105-year-old father and 85-year-old mother.
This guy is
still not making money from trading. It's time to learn what really works. Stay with me for the next 45 seconds.
No. This guy is lying. Won't go tututu.
All in the name of myself being the leader of majority in this house and having done my work to the best of my ability, as God may help me. And I saw by the Bible, Honorable Speaker, standing before you, that I will execute my duties without fear, without favor, and to the best of my ability. And I will continue to do that, Honorable Speaker. Let nobody be in doubt. The Honorable Junaid Mohammed has mentioned names. I did say here last year during the impeachment process of the former deputy president that this is a dark man with a very dark heart. Very black heart. I dare say today, Honorable Speaker, in this house, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is the one who directed goons he mobilized to go and murder my parents, destroy my...
Kimani Ichung'wah is just an idiot. Why pass a very long way instead of going straight to the point and say, this is the guy that I want to attack in this particular part and parcel of the conversation? Because I don't understand why Kimani Ichung'wah, you took more than 20 minutes talking about something, just talking, and you don't have even the clear evidence. You don't have the credit. If you have evidence that Rigathi Gachagua wanted to kill your parents yesterday, if you have it, go and present it to DCI. Why keep on bragging about it? Why?
Property in Kikuyu, destroy the property of the people of Kikuyu in the name of revenge. Honorable Speaker, we cannot build a country that way. That is why, Honorable Speaker, we are asking the Inspector General of Police. It cannot rest at this. Nobody, not Kimani Ichung'wah, not Rigathi Gachagua, not the sitting members of parliament in this house, Honorable Speaker, who are doing this work, and some 2 senators, Honorable Speaker. And as Honorable Junaid Mohammed has said, if you look at the trajectory of violence and destruction that visited, you can associate that violence with a particular politician and the area they come from and the kind of thuggery that was going on, Honorable Speaker. So as we condemn, Honorable Speaker, let us call on the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations. Anybody involved in this criminality, whether it is Kimani Ichung'wah, whether it is Junaid Mohammed, whether it is Rigathi Gachagua, whether it is Jane Kihara, whether it is Kaluma, whether it is Mogoyo, whether it is Major Dong, whether it is Kakuya, whether it is Senator Medho, investigate each and every one of them without fear or without favor, and whoever is culpable, bring them to book, Honorable Speaker. Because we cannot have a country of lawlessness, Honorable Speaker. We cannot have a country.
Oh my God!
We cannot have a country where I purport to speak for the people, my people, yet
a lot is happening today. Do you know this particular girl who lands? Her name is Faith Kipyegon. So Faith Kipyegon is trying to break the challenge, or is trying to break the record of being the first marathoner. Let me read you this particular. It's in fact breaking news. It is tonight. Have you heard about that? Tonight. You know, it's going to be crazy. Wanna know, Faith Kipyegon, are you going to break that particular record? We wish you all the best, by the way. We wish you all the very best if you are going to break that particular record under 4 minutes, because it has never been broken. So all our eyes, we are going to blink that particular coverage if we will be lucky to have it. But if we are not going to be happy, let us listen to these idiots. Where is it? Oh my
capital out of it. We must desist as political leaders in this country from using our people as political pawns to make political capital out of, Honorable Speaker. And I condemn the lawlessness, the violence, and congratulate the people of Mombasa, Honorable Speaker. The people of Mombasa yesterday demonstrated what peaceably demonstrating is. What happened in Nairobi and in other areas in central Kenya were riots, disorder, and anarchy, Honorable Speaker. And the owner of that anarchy is known, must be apprehended. Honorable Speaker, allow me to commend the police also for the restraint that they exercised yesterday, and for the hard work they put yesterday when a police lady was being brutalized by men, grown men, beating up a woman, Honorable Speaker. Is the most despicable thing you can find. That a man is stepping on a police officer on her head. Honorable Speaker, there were criminals who attempted to get into State House girls. It is not William Ruto's children who go to State House girls. It is not Kimani Ichung'wah's daughters who are in State House girls. It is our children. So why would anybody mobilize criminals to attack young school girls in a school? I commend the police for protecting State House girls, protecting other lives and property that they protected yesterday, Honorable Speaker, and call on them to take action on the financiers, the mobilizers, and those particular criminals, and those who want to drive our country to anarchy. And we tell them, resounding as a house, we shall not allow our country to be driven to anarchy by bloodthirsty people, bloodthirsty politicians who have no agenda, who have...
So breaking news right now is Faith Kipyegon misses the mythical 4-minute mile barrier by only 6 seconds after clocking 4 minutes 6 seconds 42 microseconds. Oh my God, just 6 seconds, just short of becoming the first woman to run a mile in less than 4 minutes in Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what has been happening. I can say even Kipchoge was on that particular ground. We definitely missed that. That is 21 minutes ago.
Which is that appreciating that Article 37 of the Constitution guarantees the right to assemble, demonstrate, and present.
I can't believe that we missed that. Oh my. Why did we miss that? And the way I wanted to see it. I wanted to see if she was going to perform magic. You know? I wanted to see that particular magic happening. It cannot be. But it is bygone. Let bygones be bygones. Still are now. Let the bygones still be bygones. Oh my. the way I missed that particular opportunity, because it was quite a very good maybe if I was live on that particular one, I could have witnessed the greatest moment in history. I can't believe, but I kept on thinking that it's not still time. Time to do the demonstrations. Okay. On the other hand, there is a football match live between Juventus and Manchester City. FIFA Club World Cup 0-0 at this particular moment. Isn't it? Let me confirm that. I don't want to give propagandas. We are not a propaganda digital media team. So guys, today it's on which date? I cannot really know. I don't know. Today it's on which date? Guys, let us confirm about that. I don't want to give fake dates. Today it's on 26th June. Man City versus Juventus, still 0-0. The game is starting. This is the first minute. Another game I want to update you. It's Inter Milan and Liverpool 2-0. Urawa Red Diamonds versus Monterrey. That is 4-1. Monterrey has 4. Urawa has 1. That's it. I'm not going to update you anything else about football right now. Let us check what else is popping. I see there's a video I did the other day, and I'm not quite sure if you have watched it. Because my guys, let me be serious about this. If you have not checked out that particular video I did about Kajim, and you are out there in the internet just ranting that the Kajim family are scammers, go out and see that particular video. Maybe you are going to understand better. Maybe. Or maybe not. Because, people understand things differently. Right now, someone can understand it as a nice thing, it's a very big thing that Kajim did this to the furniture store. But you have to understand, it's called business. Sometimes it runs out of hand. Sometimes you misunderstand. Sometimes you fail to sign a contract. It happens. And I keep on advising people, if you are going to get into an agreement with a person, any person, please note this. It is very, very important to write that particular contract down. It doesn't matter. Even if you are gifting something, gifting someone a car, a bike, just write it somewhere. Because that particular evidence will save you one day. People out here are so ungrateful. You help someone and then you find yourself in the hot soup, and then you'll be wondering, what really happened here? What happened? You won't believe. Oh my God. There is a certain video that I'm looking for. Oh my God, so hard to get it. Why? Why right now it's so hard for it? I hear there was a lot of drama today. Huh? Yeah, it comes. It is of Kalonzo and Matiang'i doing the presser. And I keep on asking. So they believe they are the saints, but it's called politics. Petty politics.
Why do farmers go for expensive credit? It's because they have to wait longer to get paid. So first of all, how
this is it.
And to know that Justin,
I don't know if it is quite audible or
commissioners will soon,
because the
is adding insult to it.
a month and 2 weeks of rain.
the way Kalonzo
For
is
expressing themselves, coming out to ask questions about their lives.
Let me find that particular crane video. We wanna check it out because what did Omoshwanawa say? Bunge la wananchi. Listen,
Akiwa pale Ikulu alisema ya kwamba wale wananchi ambao wanakaa diaspora wanasapoti uchumi ya Kenya 46%. Ingawaje alisahau tu kusema 80% kwa sababu yeye ni muongo. Aliogopa kusema hiyo. Mzapika, nataka niongelee kwa mada moja tu na maandamano ya kesho. Katiba yetu ya Kenya imeruhusu kila
wait a minute. You want to tell me that tomorrow is going to be a demonstrations? And I don't know. Kwani, when is it today? Today it's on 26. On 26 it's on. I fail to understand that. Because Omoshe is just coming out clear and saying on tomorrow's demonstration. Is there going to be demonstrations tomorrow? I don't understand. I cannot understand. I fail to understand. Faith Kipyegon attempts to breaking the 4 minutes record, but I can generally say to break that, even to run for that particular marathon, it's an achievement for many. You know, people like me, when you put us in that particular, and we be like, it's going to be hard. For people like me. For people like me, or for people like myself, to go out there and pretend to run like him, it's quite hazy. Yesterday it was fire after fire, and I want to tell you that this is the message from Intel that we read about it. Let us check out what else is trending today, because I see a lot of things trending. And remember, this is going to come each and every particular day. We are trying our level best to bring you live coverage of everything, reaction video for the next 30 days, live 24/7. We wanna try that. You know, we keep on saying that. Let me read this. Someone has attacked Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Someone. I want to tell you who is it. Someone has attacked Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Let me read this. Oh my God. That's crazy. There's someone that I saw who dodged a bullet yesterday. My editor, can we be able to get a screen? A live screen? Because I'd be so grateful if we can be able to get. Police have arrested 72 people in connection with the massive Gen Z protest in Eldoret yesterday. So yesterday in Eldoret city, you know, nowadays Eldoret is a city. 72 people were arrested in connection with the massive Gen Z protest. And then it comes to me and I'll be like, why arrest people because they were demonstrating? Is it our right to demonstrate? If I'm right about it, I know we are allowed by the Kenya Constitution to demonstrate. We are allowed to do this. So why? Why block people? Imagine arresting youngsters because they picketed. Kenya Kwanza regime should simply tell the truth. These young people are being rounded up for embarrassing Kasongo in his backyard. That's the truth. Yet, they are brainless. And I repeat this. They are brainless bloggers who are shouting that yesterday was a Kikuyu uprising. I dare say It was a Kalenjin uprising too. It was a Kenyan uprising too. But what the heck did... Oh my God. Sometimes it's so pathetic to see this. To see it happening in our streets. Former CS Fred Matiang'i calls for public inquest into extrajudicial killings, says that he is ready to answer questions for Rivayala bodies and the murder of Chris Msando, Jacob Juma, and Kipyegon Kinei. Former CS, I want to repeat this in a very quick manner. So the CS, the super CS, Fred Matiang'i, former CS, he has come out and want to give his side of the story of what happened to the extrajudicial killing during his time as a CS for internal security. And this particular cases carries the heavyweight. Chris Msando, Jacob Juma, and Kipyegon Kinei. People wanna know who killed these particular people. Why? Why? But I want to warn you people. Do you know these particular 3 killings? Msando, Jacob Juma, Kipyegon, and Rivayala bodies are tied to one certain particular person. You know that particular person. The person who is even responsible for the killing of the Gen Z today. You know that particular person. He was tongue-tied for Jacob Juma Msando and then Kinei. Do you remember that particular thing? I know it's a long story, but I heard about it. It was so crazy. I can't believe, my guys, what it happened. Let me ask you, is there any curfew that has been announced by the government? Because there is an unofficial curfew in Dagoretti South and the Kikuyu sub-counties right now. That is the information I'm getting right now from my inbox. That there is an official curfew in Dagoretti South and Kikuyu sub-counties right now. Businesses were closed by 6 p.m. upon rumors circulating there is a curfew to that effect. So someone is sending these particular messages to bring out maybe fear or to do what? Another thing to note right now, my editor, can we be able to bring those particular footages on the screen? Because I'd be so happy. Yeah. Because there's something that happened yesterday. I want you people to see this. Because it's quite crazy. Immediately the government switched off mainstream media stations from live streaming the protests. Goons were let loose and police did not stop them when they started beating up protesters. Here is around St. Peter's Crevice, where business were eventually looted. The big question is, if DCP leader Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua was behind these goons, if Gachagua was behind all these particular goons, why didn't the police arrest him? Because they are hired by UDA operatives. The truth is, these particular goons that you are seeing on the street yesterday, they were hired by this particular government. And that is the hidden, bitter truth that they don't want to tell the public. They don't want to tell the public that they are responsible for whatever evil things they are happening. That's it, my guys, my people. Despite Quickmart OTC denying the reports of death, no media has been allowed in, meaning bodies are there. Mutaskia miili Kwale. It might be. That is from my good friend Mutembe. Mutembe has told me they were not allowed to get into that particular supermarket to see what people keep on claiming, that there was a lot of bodies there. yesterday night. Oh my God. Drama in Embu is Governor Mbarire blame Gachagua over Gen Z demos and looting in Embu. Let us hear about this, because I keep on seeing this particular Mbarire.
But you will not intimidate me anymore. Yes. And I will not stay silent regarding Gachagua. Yes. When people take my life today, yes. The worst that can happen to me is for me to die, and you only die once. You cannot turn Embu into a battlefield. You cannot claim to like the people of Embu and love the people of Embu and punish them at the same time. Yes. Hiyo supermarket ambayo imeharibiwa jana ni supermarket imeajiri watu wa Embu. Whether they may be wa Embu, wa Kikuyu, wa Kamba, they are people of Embu County. Who is suffering today? Is it your son who is suffering? No. Or those who have lost their jobs today? Why do you think you can get power through the back door without the Gachagua? Why do you think that those of us who refuse to listen to you do not matter? That it is either you are aware or no way. Kwani hatuna fikra sisi ya kufikiria what is good for our people? Why do you unajua? Then you come here, you use local leaders, unachukua Mukunji, amekuwa inexpandable. Yeye ndiye anapanga hii mambo yote ni yeye. Let him not present me. And I have this to tell Mheshimiwa Mukunji.
You are so noisy. You can't speak so sorry, Madam Governor. The governor of Embu is so dramatic. Oh my God. Why become so dramatic all of a sudden? Are you the same governor who invited a whole deputy president to come and lounge toilets? And are you the same governor who was the other day being fought in public in a very heated battle by Kindiki when you were asked, how dare you people in your own county come and heckle to the president? You know what that means? That people of Embu are not happy with you. People of Embu are tired of this particular government. People of Embu don't want to hear anything from this particular government. Oh my God. Embu people. You have it done.
My friend, you've only been in politics for 3 years. I have been in politics for 23 years, and I want to tell you, the path you're taking is path to self-destruction. Unaharibiwa hapa na rigadi unafikiria na kutumia vizuri ni hali is just spoiling you. And I want to tell you, I have never seen any leader in Embu, even those that were before me, do the kind of things you are doing to the people of Embu in the name of getting power. You cannot be governor by how much destruction you give to your people.
Why are you crying, Mrs. Embu? Can we call you Miss Embu? Mbarire Mbreme. Because it seems like you don't understand anything to do with politics. Cecile. Oh my God. Who is this Cecile? Who is this Cecile? Because I want to know who is this Cecile Mbarire, who is crying in front of everyone to get the sympathy. I think you are doomed. Your political career is doomed, because it seems you don't even have the guts to face your opponent. All the thing that you want to do is just crying in the public like a toddler. What are you crying for? What are you crying for? Why are you crying? You should just calm down. Stop this particular nonsense of having those particular... Go out there and start working. Miss Mbarire, the governor of Embu. You need to work. Stop this particular petty politics. Stop it.
You can only be governor by the issues you raise on behalf of your people. I mean, we have had great leaders in this country. We had Jeremiah Nyaga. He never caused havoc in our county, in our district. We are Kabuji Muni.
So what are you trying to implicate, Madam Governor? We don't understand you. It's so hectic for us even to understand you. Huh? I keep on reading these particular comments on Twitch. Oh my God, I started as a husband and now I have a PhD. MP Sabina Chege speaks to the hearts of Gen Z. So what? Sabina Chege, you want the Gen Z to go out and start working as house helps. Who are you to dictate that? Because that is so useless. I cannot think that a whole reader can come out in public and say, people need to do that. Oh my God, right now at OTC. Happening now, OTC this evening. Police are just beating pedestrians for no reasons. What are they hiding at Quickmart OTC that they don't want people to see? There is something that is being hidden at OTC Quickmart. I want to know what is being hidden at that particular Quickmart OTC. Because it seems, you know, today, during the day, there are all these particular allegations that there are 60 dead bodies in Quickmart OTC. They hide those particular rumors that there were 60 dead bodies in Quickmart OTC. And police came out and started to defend them, saying there's nothing like that, it didn't happen, and you know, a lot of stories. But you know what? Even the media are not allowed to enter the Quickmart at OTC. Police have surrounded that particular place. I keep on hearing that it's so messy. But my question is, if there is nothing like that, why? What are you hiding? You don't want the public to see. I believe there is some incriminating evidence of something bad that happened today at that particular Quickmart. I believe there is something. Quickmart aftermath. It was crazy. The fight was yesterday. Wanapiga wakongwe. Kazi ya polisi. That's crazy. It has been happening today. Today. Hey! Crazy. What is this? I can't believe. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is happening. I want to read this particular message, but it's written in Kyuk. Can I be able to translate this? My people, this war, I cannot be able to translate Kyuk to English straight ahead. So please, I beg. Oh my God. Let me.
So that we can now move forward together as a country when all facts and everything has been heard and resolved. And we can deal with the unresolved matters that have not been conclusively investigated. Whether we start with Musandu, we come to Jacob Juma, we come to Kenei, we come to Rivayala and everything else. Let these things be investigated by an open public interest. So that this is what the Twendembele, we explain and face the public on these issues. Because some of these issues are raised and we keep this merry-go-round, you know, where we are always telling stories only when they are convenient and so on to us should come to an end, because a country of our size, our age, should never go through this kind of thing. So I ask my colleagues that now let us be true to the course that we are following. Let these things be dealt with publicly, and I pray we should never have a recurrence of this. So we should spend the time now asking the question, how are we going to stop another recurrence of this? Let us.
That is from Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i is calling for a public inquest into the River Yara bodies and other unresolved killings. He has asked the government to establish an independent process to investigate these cases comprehensively and ensure they are prosecuted in the public eye. On the River Yara matter, specifically, which some quarters have been pushing as a political narrative without taking any step to investigate or prosecute. Matiang'i says he is ready to appear before any legitimate investigative body to answer questions and set the record straight when this administration assumed office. Ladies and gentlemen, this is from Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. People want to know what happened on that particular things. You remember when this administration assumed office, they promised that the issue of River Yara would be investigated, but nothing has been done. 3 years later, even the investigation that had begun under the previous administration stopped. Now, as late as last week, new bodies were discovered in River Yara. What's the government doing about it, since clearly whoever was doing it before is still doing it? So the only thing that I want to tell you, the people who were responsible for killing people and damning them on River Yara, they are still on office. They are still in this government. So we should not hide from that particular matter. We should not, my guys. It should not happen. Let me find today. We have 12 minutes, so that is it 12 minutes? It is 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes, because when it is at 22:30, you wanna dive and be a little more. Let me look for that particular video. We wanna jump on the other side and see what's popping, my people, from the streets. What are people saying about it? Let me read from this particular blogger. I wanna know what has been happening. Oh my god, huh? Huh? Moga, I see you. And for those particular people watching, thank you so much. I see you, my guys. I see you, and I appreciate that. Keep on supporting EMK, Eve Media Kenya. This is the reading streamer right now in Kenya. It's the reading one. I wanna read something from this particular blogger. It's my friend. I wanna know what has been popping. Let us see and be able to differentiate the truth and the false, because there is a lot of false things. Some things are being forced out. You cannot be able to tell what is right, what is wrong. But I believe. And by the way, congratulations to our girl. I loved her eloquence on the interview, and the way she learned that particular is. That is Faith Kipyegon. Faith Kipyegon, we totally. Oh my God! Isiolo Governor Abdi Guyo has been impeached after 16 members of the county assembly voted in support of the motion to remove him from office. Remember that particular bill, I think it's being sponsored by a Kaongo guy. Do you know why I'm saying it is by a Kaongo guy? If you remember, the moment this particular phrase was trending, hii barabara itatoka, iende gari, iende now. Do you remember that particular thing? On that particular same day, the president visited this particular place. And the governor read let the people of Isiolo. How did go ahead the people of Isiolo to say no to the president? And I think from that particular moment, the president was not so happy with this, and that's the reason they are propagating for whatever is going to happen. My guys, Homa Bay businessman acquitted in MP Ongondo Were murder case. Philip Aroko was acquitted on Thursday, June 26, after the court ruled that there was not enough evidence linking him to the murder of Kasipul MP Charles Ongondo Were. All previous travel and contact restrictions against Aroko was lifted, allowing him to return freely to Homa Bay County. He is now expected to testify as a state witness in the case. Aroko, who had consistently denied any involvement, accused unnamed political figures of interfering with the investigation. He was initially detained in early May before being released on 300,000 bail. But I keep on asking, so these particular people are given bail freely, but in Kenya we have a problem. Each and every particular murder that you keep on hearing is being investigated. It ends up with one sentence, released because of insufficient evidence. It keeps on happening. This is not the first time. It has been happening for a long time. Oh my god, oh my god. But we did it. Why now? Okay. My editor has slept. I wanted to show you something, but it seems our guy has dozed off. No problem. Looks like the goons were receiving a brief. Okay. I told you that from last time that I believe, and I'll keep on saying this, I believe these particular goons that you keep on seeing being escorted by police officers and police vehicles, just know they are project of the state. It is the state that keep on sponsoring these particular goons, because I don't see any other reason that you'll see those goons in the streets without being sponsored by who? NATO crazy government. What's happening? What's popping on the internet? There is an ongoing. Let us hear this. Wanna hear these?
Answer somebody. The way we are relating even among Kenyans, me and you, I don't know if people are stressed. It is a thing that I've observed in our country, and I think we need to change it. You can stand for integrity. I, as Hilux, I cannot take, if I am serving somebody in an office, in a position as Hilux, I should serve with integrity, no corruption. I think that's why we need to start our conversation. Because if you are saying Ruto must go, if we are saying the country is not being run right, I step back and I ask myself, I look at the character in Kenyans. Kenyans are people, we have gone out to protest, but then where did the goons get a space to come and infiltrate the protest that was meant to be peaceful? I think kama Wakenya tuna tabia ambayo I am actually championing change of character as Kenyans. We want to be trusted as a nation. I mean, I work in a company where you wonder, do the whites trust Kenyans? I mean, it's a thing that I sometimes ask myself. Reason being, sometimes we are known as Kenyans. I mean, even from a junior position, can you be entrusted with 100 shillings? Can you be entrusted with 10,000? It's a conversation that we need to boil it down now to even our houses. And then now it can come maybe from, because the leaders we have right now, I mean, I don't know, Justice is agreeing with me. He knows Tabia. Sometimes even the way we converse in this conversation. Thank you so much, Be Real. Thank you so much, the speaker who has just accepted to apologize. That's the kind of people we want. That's the software that needs to be installed in each and everybody's heart, in each and everybody's mind. And just as my part in short, we have not lost it all. I want to discourage any Kenyan who feels like hii kitu hata kama tutaenda kuvote imeenda. That's a bad mindset. My mindset is at a point whereby we are winning, we are changing this, and change is now. There's no other day. We are changing it today. And it will, I don't know what it will take. It will be either through TikTok meetings, it will be through X meetings, online meetups, it can be through events. Somebody has said Kukesha. I love that. I love the people who have gone to town to pray. People are sleeping on their bellies, praying for the nation. I wish one day we can just go to town, say we are just come, we're just praying for this nation. And change must come. Thank you so much, Justice. Thank you, Loyal, and all. I mean, Kenyans are wonderful people. Honestly, I don't know, maybe I'm too proud, I don't know, but I have not met a people in our low level. The way Kenyans are so integrated, the way Kenyans are so much, they do their thing best. I am at a place whereby I see even just young Gen Zs who are coming to work. If well guided, they can deliver a billion. They can deliver beyond what we expect, really. So thank you so much. I'm hoping for a better Kenya. I as my parting shot, last one, I think Kenyans want to be felt. Leadership, leading a country is so easy. Just implementing policies is just signing. Honestly, just signing a policy that school fees should not be above 20,000 for an extra county school. Is that difficult? That for a national school should not be above 60,000. Is that difficult? That for NHI, for a private hospital, this bill should not go above 100,000. A policy by a signature. Just signing and saying no police should kill a Kenyan citizen. Signature as a president. Is that difficult? Precious people, help me to answer those questions. If really leading is difficult, and I wonder, I'm finishing. I, as Hilux, I am doing things in my personal space to improve my leadership skills. I always wonder, these leaders we have, the CSS, the MPs, the women rep, the presidents, do they have any little few minutes to just look at what it takes to be a good leader? Do I have any? I know no MP, no governor who offers what they have to philanthropy. Out of the millions of shillings they earn, nobody can even build 100,000 Juakali village community center. Nobody has done it. Maybe you can show me one and I will applaud that person. Thank you so much. I welcome the international community, those in the US. The only disservice you have done us, Justice, all those who are in the US, from Kenya, you are not exchanging the knowledge to us. If you tell me, Hilux, I'm going to show you how you're going to create nanotechnology in Kenya. If you can drain some knowledge from the US, then you send me something on WhatsApp and you show me how to build laptops and show me how to be able to build some printed circuit boards. My goodness, if you can show us some technology, transfer the knowledge from the US, then we are able to build our country in Kenya. We love this country. No one of us will ever live for 100 years. We are here, we are appointed for a season, for a reason. Few years, we change our community, we leave our children a better world to live in. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful night, a wonderful conversation we have had. Thank you so much, Justice.
Oh, thank you, John Mark.
Thank you, Hilux. Justice, I just wanted to,
I see you.
talk about a little bit.
John Mark, I see you saying one time. And you like so much saying that every time.
Minute about there are people who actually yesterday reached the State House gate, and there is this narrative going around that when they reached there, they got confused and all that, and then there is this issue about juju or something. So at some point, I'm going to bring in one of the ladies who who is a master of art in that narrative of spiritualism and religion and all those juju, because actually some people got confused and they could not even access network. So we just wanted to hear from someone who has more information about what could have happened and what people are not able to explain. Not now, but I will allow the next speaker to go on. But at some point, I think I'll bring in one person I think who has more knowledge about it. Thank you so much, Justice.
And just I wanna. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Alex. Then we the order will be Mjadala, Freddy, and then PL. But I just want to make sure we don't lose that order. Go ahead, Alex. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, let me just ask. Why do we normally have names that are not our real names? Maybe mnaweza kulichanua ndio nisikujiwe na watu wa Subaru. Why do we have Chapunji, Justice, Be Real, Malia, Dimitri, Femal, Anwal, Mjadala KE? Kindly tell me so that I can create another account, man. I have one called AI Millennial.
Alex, actually, this is my real name anyway. And the other thing is that Justice, when we have another space, please just try not to record for reasons. I'm not spreading fear or something. But you realize when you don't record the speeches, we have a lot of people coming in to have their views because sometimes, we are still in that stalemate but we don't know who is listening and we don't know who is coming for next, So next time we have space, just try not to record. That's why you see a lot of people are shying away from the mic and all that. Thank you.
And Japunji, that is the lowest level we can be as human beings. That contributing towards building a country can cost me to be somewhere in jail. That's the lowest I can be as a country. And this is open-minded discussion. Whoever that will come for me, wow, that's a foolish person. I'm sorry.
The reason I'm saying that, even as we speak now, we have one of our own who was arraigned in court today for sharing that, how we call it? There was that program for Mandamano. I mean, everybody shared that, but they only picked one person the way they want. And that guy has been arraigned in court, and I think he is going to serve 10 more days there. So that's what I'm talking about. So these people are everywhere, and unless we keep addressing these issues, safety also, let's be safe first before we look for safety of others. Thanks.
All right, let's go to Mjadala. Mjadala, I'm sure there are a few things that were raised by Alex that thought that was directed to me, but I thought that should be directed to you. So go ahead and make your submission and address Alex.
Yeah. I think first of all, he asked the question of names. I mean, if there's one thing that I'm going to teach you for free, Alex, on this social media, I've been a victim of it, is that when you come here and you present your full self, everything you do, who you are, your name, there are some people who are very, 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 they have a lot of time on their hands. And you could say something as simple as, mimi hata sitawaenda Kisii. Na umesema tu ukicheza, ama you just saying something that is just you for fun. Na kuna Mkisii mmoja hapa atakuchukulia vendetta, atakutafuta mpaka hata job yako, atachukua nini, target your kids.
Umetumia Kisii kama mfano.
Now you see, for example, kwani umekwazika leo? So again, so he likes the people who choose to keep their identities private, because Twitter especially is ripe with people who are targeting people just for the sake of their own benefit, to just slander people, record the screen, all that kind of stuff. So some people want to do that for data privacy. So that's
Someone has said Saba Saba is the day. Remember, today it's on 26th, on 6th. So when you say that there is going to be demonstration on 7/7, I don't know for doing what, but it's few days to come. So maybe we should expect something big on Saba Saba. You people keep on saying that. Oh my God! Look at this. OTC 30 body scare. Quickmart OTC 30 body scares routing and more comments page. Listen.
Because alituambia business tusijaribu kutafuta watu walinde mali zetu. Because tumezoea kuwa tunatafuta vijana wanalida mali zetu. Lakini alituambia tusijaribu kufanya hivyo na tukamsikia. Saa hii ni sisi wenyewe tunaumia. Because tungelida kama venye tumezoea, hii mambo zingine hazikufanyika. Kwa hivyo hii ni kitu imekuwa connection from the national government huko juu.
What the hell can this Rigathi Gachagua do that he can take power through an orthodox beast?
Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is the one who directed goons he mobilized.
June 25th, 2025. Nairobi's OTC was part of the battleground as Gen Z protests, marking 1 year after the 2024 anti-tax demonstrations turned violent. Quickmart OTC, Cares Hotel Kaka, and other traders faced devastating looting, while unverified reports of dead bodies ignite fury.
Hapa wakimanage kufungua tuone hiyo mrejea ili zimi huko ndani. Tunasikia watu wako ndani ya ndani.
Hey, 30 people. Hey, that is crazy. You know, sometimes it's even hard to believe 30 people. Oh my God. That's a lot of people. 30 bodies. You wanna tell me that, hey, go Nyai. I fail to understand that. It's so hectic. Even for me to understand that. That's a lot of people. Oh my God. Why now? Why now? Why kill the innocent Gen Z? Oh my God. This is crazy. Our country needs a lot of prayers. You people keep on saying, did you see that particular video of Khaligraph Jones and Arrow Boy being whipped by those two guys yesterday? And the way OG keep on saying that, I'm the OG, I'm the OG, I'm the Lil G. So yesterday he was whipped in the ass. He was like, oh my God, you have to be like this. He was not ignorant. The moment he was given 2 hot strokes, he ran away. Khaligraph Jones, believe it or not, he ran away. I can't believe. I cannot believe that happened yesterday. Oh my God. I think it's time up. But you have to continue. International or internationally, this is what they are saying. Immediately, those particular 2 bombs landed in Qatar. But I have been hearing that in Qatar, the situation was so crazy that Kenyans... Remember, this is international news right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is quite funny according to me. Because, how can you explain this? In Qatar, when people heard there were missiles coming to bomb Qatar, people started running to the basement, finding a place to hide. But Kenyans in those particular countries, they were like, you tell me there's a missile coming. So they did the opposite. They just went out, relaxed, were so happy. In fact, you could hear some of them speaking in Kikuyu, saying, Yagwa haha, yagwa hapa, imeanguka hapa. Saying Kikuyu, very nice. Oh my God. Kenyans. Oh my God, Kenyans, you are everywhere. And instead of just saying, oh my God, there is this particular huge bomb, it is going to finish us, Instead of being like that, you come out and do the opposite. Kenyans. Oh my God. Hey! I cannot believe that that's you. But inaitwa wa Kenya, mchezo wa town, wanaielewa zaidi. Right now I'm being told things have cooled a little bit. In Israel, no violence. Things have cooled down. As we are speaking, no more violence. And that's the best thing. That's the best thing to see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my good name is Anthony Jenga, and this is EMK. Until the next video, bye bye for now. There is going to be another video dropping early in the morning. You need to see it. You need to check it out because it will be nice. It will be just fantastic. Go and watch it. Bye bye. Peace. I salute you.